Oh, hello. This is a take two. You're not gonna see take one. But I wanted to talk about that Mortal Kombat movie I recently just saw. Overall, I want to say it was a good movie. Let me see. Put that there. Yeah, overall that was a good movie. A couple of things I had gripes with. Hopefully, I'm not too lazy to edit these pictures in. Number one gripe was Melina. Her face, it was just like huge, like black makeup spots on both her cheeks, and I was so confused on why they chose that as an artistic vision. I thought it was weird. It didn't look right, looked gross. Also, there was a lack of color. There wasn't a splash of paint, not a lot, just a splash, because they got the costume right except for the color. It was jet black. So was Sub-Zero. Jet fucking black. It was weird because they chose her, I think it was either Mortal Kombat 10 design. Yeah, it was either 10 or her Mortal Kombat 11 design. I think it was the 11 design where she still had lips. I don't know why they didn't just do that face-wise, where, lips here, tooth or so here, there, then a little line, and then, the tooth there. That was cool. That they should have did that. And also, there was a scene where her mouth opened up and her teeth were sharp, yes. But there was also regular scenes where, Melina just had dang, teeth look shiny. Teeth look shiny as hell. Hey. But yeah, there was also regular scenes where she had, just regular teeth, and it was just like you couldn't get her some fucking, Party City werewolf teeth just to pop in. Like, the fuck? Just a simple fix. Just simple fix. I would have thought, little itty bitty shit like that wouldn't be present in the movie because, it's a video game guy, and I'm pretty sure he wants, he wants his movie to be looking, more closely related to the game. One thing that really had me like, what the fuck, was the protagonist. I hate that Hollywoods do this. I didn't think they would have did this because they haven't done it in the past. They Hollywoodized the character. They made a character just for the movie. Supposed to be what my friend told me. He said they were trying to do that to introduce Mortal Kombat, to try and introduce people in the movie who may not have seen it. And I thought that was bullshit. There's way too many fucking characters in here for them to just shit out another one with literal plot armor, wink wink. I thought that shit was ridiculous. Because they got 3D era characters in there. So when I say 3D era characters, I mean PlayStation 2 type stuff. They had Reiko and Natara, the bitch with the wings. So if they got 3D era characters like that, why did they need to make a character just for the movie? That was stupid. I thought about it in a way that they could have just used an existing character, and he still would have had armor. I thought about it. They could have used Hakuto or Hotaru, whatever his name was. He was a 3D era character, and he also had like a form of armor. It would have looked different, but they could have made him the main character for that movie and still had his power be he pops on some armor instead of this character. They also teased a little bit. Like, I figured it out as the movie was going on, but I thought the guy from the beginning, the movie made character just for the movie, I thought that would have been Scorpion, because like they were giving flashbacks of it at first, but then as the movie went on, they was talking about centuries ago. So I figured it out, and they tell you eventually that the dude is just a descendant of Scorpion. Also, what happened? I didn't like that they hold Kung Lao. I didn't like that. Kung Lao got kind of hold in the movie. Shang Tsung gave him the Gok Gok 3000. I ain't like that. Also another thing that I didn't really think much of at the time, but now that I think about it, it is actually a big deal. They had the protagonist kill Goro. I thought that was weird because Goro is a big baddie. You know what I'm saying? You think he's a sub boss and shit in like the game, so you think that maybe somebody else would be worthy of that kill. Let's see what else is going on in the movie. I seen one person bitch online saying that they didn't like that like they gained their powers through that like they got their powers as like superpowers, and fuck all that. That was beautiful. That was an artistic choice or whatever. I thought that was neat. That was actually a great way of retelling. It was a great way of retelling, the stories instead of just them being born with it. They earned the shit through like a kind of crazy moment of like intense stress or like desperation or something. That was great. I thought that was a nice touch because what happened with Jax was he always gotta lose his arm for one reason or another. I was expecting Jax to get his arms from the special forces. I didn't expect his arms to get better after he he was in a moment of stress and then his arms filled out. I thought that was kind of weird that was his power, but nonetheless very good. Also loved Kano. If you don't know, he will be back. That nigga is not dead. They have to bring him back. They have to bring him back to give him his metal eye. They made a point to like knock him out or defeat him that way. Kano not fucking dead. If he is, I will be thoroughly disappointed if they tell me that Kano is fucking dead after the first movie. That'd be whack as fuck. He was my favorite character. He filled in what I thought Johnny Cage would have filled in, just being like the asshole character. Also interesting choice for Reptile. Reptile briefly appeared in the movie and he was full Reptile. When I say full Reptile, he was ass naked. He was not a ninja. I thought that was weird. They chose his 3D era look, but he didn't have any type of clothes on. But the 3D era is when Reptile was a full-blooded reptile in his mug. What else did I like about the movie? Cabal was beautiful. His costume, design, hook blades. We get a 2 thumbs up. We get a 2 thumbs up for Cabal. I fucks with it. Oh, I almost forgot. Raiden. Did not like Raiden. One, he was tiny. That's number one. And number two, he was just I ain't fuck with his voice either. I don't know what it was. I ain't like his voice, and he was fucking tiny. I thought that was weird. Raiden should have been the same size, generally around the same size as everybody else, or he should have been taller. I'm not a fan of little boy Raiden. That made me feel weird. It made me feel weird seeing little boy Raiden. That shit was jank. Let's see what else here. I think that's about it. I didn't really have, no crazy gripes about the movie. Let's see what else we got here. I heard that there was supposed to be 3 movies. So looking forward to that. But I wonder. I really wonder if, because the protagonist is a descendant of Scorpion's bloodline, right? Because we already have him, it makes me wonder, Are we going to see Takeda in the future? Because, you know, Takeda is Scorpion's child, who was raised by Kenshi. So we already have, you know, a descendant of Scorpion. I don't know if they'll bring in Takeda. But that about wraps it up on my thoughts on the Mortal Kombat movie. Hello, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Glad you hopefully enjoyed the song. I'm also creating a webcomic called Black Scorpion with Inconsistent Art Styles. It's about a black teenager who gets an ancient life form forcefully attached to him, which forces him into a lifestyle he didn't ask for. Fair warning, the webcomic will get into some adult kind of material as it goes on. My website is in the description below. It has all of my links and whatnot. Thank you.